I'm Ryan Fratzke, and also known as... You good? Hello, I'm Ryan Fratzke, also known as the better looking twin. That's my joke. Hi, I'm James Fratzke. Welcome to FNF Presents All J, this is all yours. Now for those of you who came to this video wanting to know what we're going to rate the album, it's definitely a 4 out of 5, a solid listen. So if that's all you came for, you can leave now. That's right. We won't judge you. You're welcome. Just subscribe first. Now for those of you who are still here, let's talk about why we gave it a 4 out of 5. Now before we jump into the review, we want to set up the ground rules of our show. We're not musicians, but we do love music. We're really going to dig into it from an artistic perspective and really talk about the places and the journey that this album takes you on as a listener. So before we really break down the album, that's a thing we do. It is. But before we break down the album, I think it's important to really understand the big concept. This is telling a story of an identity crisis. If you look at some of the different songs here, it's jumping back and forth between the perspective of a male and female, almost seamlessly without you noticing. It feels like it's talking about the inequality that exists today in the United States, where there's different groups of people who are looked down on simply because of their sexuality. Yeah. No, totally true. I mean, think about the first song we all heard, their first single, Hunger of the Pines. It's this great classic kind of alt-J song, and then all of a sudden Miley Cyrus comes in and is singing, I'm a female rebel, and then there's guys like you and I that are driving in the car singing, I'm a female rebel? Who's a female rebel? What is it? I mean, but that's the essence of this album, right? This identity crisis, this identity issue. Who's the female rebel? So this is gonna be very polarizing what we're about to say right now, and it might be semi-controversial, but we're gonna go ahead and say it anyways. This album is about sexuality, and it's about it's okay to be gay, it's okay to be straight, it's okay to feel the way you feel, and we shouldn't be making people into targets, and we shouldn't be making them feel bad to be the person that they want to be. Let me build on that too. If you go watch the music video, and we have a clip of it here, but you can go check it out on YouTube, there is a man running through a forest being shot with arrows. And actually, the first time I saw it, it was probably the coolest music video I've ever seen. All these arrows flying at him, but then the entire time you don't see a girl, but then it comes in and starts talking about a female rebel. It started to get me to think, maybe he's a target. He's running and being targeted by the mass public. That's right, he's just trying to escape. But it's spelled like escape. So, don't just take that one example for it though, because if you look at the next release that they had, Every Other Freckle, listen to the song, and it's really talking about a lot of sexuality. It's talking about lust in this song, and then you go look at the music videos for that one. They actually came out with two music videos, one shot with a man being the protagonist and one with a woman being the protagonist, but shot for shot, they're the exact same music video, frame for frame, but it's very animalistic again. You have the people chopping things down. At one point, the guy and girl are both carrying a bunch of apples, almost playing at this Adam and Eve feel, and then at the very, very end, you have a shot of either the guy or the girl, close up of their face. It looks like they're staring at, in the guy's video, the guy is watching a naked male running away from him. In the girl video, it's watching a naked female running away from him, and it just shows how one song had two completely different perspectives of sexuality. And in both music videos, it was clear that the male was craving a male and the female was craving a female. So just to wrap this theory up in a pretty little package, because we enjoy wrapping things. Yep. If you look at another song on this album, Warm Foothills, it actually sounds like it's jumping back and forth between male and female vocals. You have Joe, the lead singer, who starts off the song with a very masculine sounding voice, and in the middle of every other sentence, a female vocalist comes in and finishes or adds to the sentence back and forth. One thing that I noticed when I looked at the songs on the record for the first time was you see the word Nara 3 times. And we did our research here at FNF Presents, as we like to do from time to time. Nara is actually a park in Japan. It's a theme park, and apparently it's been abandoned for some time, and there's deers that call Nara their home. these 3 songs was really to tell the story of these deers and how they roam free and kind of that just being able to live the life that they want to live. So let's talk about the most jam-worthy song on this album, Left Hand Free. Well, your left hand is free, and your right hand grip. Left hand, we're using our left hands. There you go, left, yep, good. Anyways, Left Hand Free, definitely jam-worthy. Makes you feel like you want to be driving around with a rifle in your car. But it definitely makes you feel like you're going to the river, kicking back with some friends, drinking some beers, which is actually exactly what the music video is. So it definitely makes you feel exactly what we like to talk over each other. We're twins! Hey Ryan, I have an idea. Let's play a game. If you had to pick one word to describe this album, what word would that word be? Can you have 2 words? No, just one. I really want 2 though. Okay, take 2. Organized chaos. You want to play a game? Yeah. If you had to describe this in 1 word, what would you describe the album? Great idea. I would describe it as different. But all of Alt J's music is different, which brings me to a very interesting point that we forgot to mention that I'm going to mention now because I want to mention it to our audience. These lyrics. Good stuff. I know exactly what he's going to mention because we're twins, and this is good. Okay, what was I going to say? Well, you're going to say that the lyrics in some instances weren't even actual words that made any sense on purpose. That's exactly what I was just going to say. Yeah. Joe was saying that in some instances when they were recording the music, he just threw random words in there because he wanted the audience just to come up with whatever they thought the song meant. That's why the album is called This Is All Yours. See, because you could just come up with whatever you wanted the words to be and paint your own picture. Which is why the album is like a picture painted on canvas. You can make it whatever you want to be. Well, I'm F and he's F and we're gonna get the F out of here. So thanks folks for watching our show. And if you have time, please subscribe to our channel. There's more of this funness that's going on here. A lot of good stuff going on. We also interview rock bands. It's something that we do and we enjoy sharing with everybody. If there's somebody you want us to talk to or review an album or anything, just leave a comment below. And if you totally disagree with everything, make sure you comment Ryan, and if you agree with the stuff, make sure you comment James. And you know, it's hard to believe that you would disagree with anything we just said because, you know, we're always right. Or at least James thinks he is. It's true.